My girlfriend has a locked room in her house, I don't know what is in it. My girlfriend Amy 29F and I 31M have been together for 5 years and we are planning on moving in together into her home when my lease is up in 2 months. Our relationship is great, we have arguments but no often and we always resolve them like rational people. Amy owns a house and she bought it about 10 years ago. The city we live in was depressed for a while, picture Detroit but not, where if you were so inclined you could buy a big house in a bad neighborhood for a song and dance and then fix it up and hope the neighborhood would come around, which is luckily what happened to her. It's a big old Victorian house with 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Usually we hung out at my apartment since it was near her work and I don't have a car to get out to her place, but some weekends here and there I would spend the night. When my job went removed 5 months ago I started spending a lot more time at her place. It wasn't until after a month I realized the one room upstairs has a latch with a padlock on it. I thought it was really weird that it was a padlock and not just a door lock. I mentioned it to her and she just said yeah, I really don't go in that room or use it. What? I mean, I get that it's a big home and she lived in it alone for a long time so she didn't need the space but to padlock it like that? I asked her what was in it and she shrugged and said stuff like it was no big deal. I asked if we could open it since maybe that would be a good space for my home office and she said no. Now I'm really curious and it's actually sort of eating away at me. I don't care what is in the room, I just honestly don't get why it is padlocked shut. That's weird, right? Am I being unreasonable since I'm moving in? I understand the right to privacy and I wouldn't snoop, and couldn't if I wanted to. You couldn't even tell from the outside since it's on the 2nd floor. I've been sort of paying attention now if she goes in there or not and I don't think she ever does. I feel like since I'm moving in I have a right to know, but do I? I don't want to make her open it but she's so nonchalant about it and changes the subject that my mind keeps running away with me about what could be in there. I'm just wondering what other people think, what I should do and if I'm being unreasonable wanting to see/know what is in this padlocked room or if I don't have a right to. Our relationship is amazing and perfect except for this one really weird issue. Update. Here is my update, I never did figure out how to post it. Hello Reddit, I promised an update to my prior post in this sub, sorry for no link, I'm on mobile so not sure how to link it, but if you look in my post history it's the only on there. I would have posted early but I needed some time to digest things. I had a long talk with my girlfriend when she got home from work in the morning about the locked room. She tried to blow it off a few times and get out of the conversation until I told her I couldn't move in until she told me what was in the room and I saw it for myself. I told her I didn't care what was in there. After posting here I was more and more convinced that it was probably guns or something related to her work in law enforcement, as that really did make a lot of sense. Eventually she just broke down sobbing, big giant ugly sobs like I have never seen before. It was pretty shocking, she's not really a crier. It took a good 15 minutes before she could even start forming words that I could understand between giant sobs. It was absolutely heartbreaking to see and I knew as soon as she started crying that it wasn't a room full of guns or work stuff. Actually, the room is empty. There is nothing in there. Someone had surmised in the comments of the other post that maybe there was some trauma. I forgot who it was but unfortunately they were correct. She was basically a kid at 19 when she bought the house, like I said, bad neighborhood, fixer-upper, etc., and it was dirt cheap due to the city she lived in and those other factors. She had always been smart with money so she had a big down payment and was planning on taking the rest of her savings to fix it up. I don't want to get specific with details as it's pretty gruesome and also privacy, but in her 3rd week living there she had a home invasion while she was home in that room and she was assaulted. She had no money to move and no family around so she stayed in the home after buying a security system and locking the door up and planning to just never unlock it and basically never go on that room again. So there you have it, I seriously was not expecting that at all and it has been a long week for her and I feel terrible I made her tell me but she says that she's glad I know now. She never told me before because she didn't want to, which I totally respect. Also that is when she decided to start a career in law enforcement to help other people. FYI I have let actually seen in the room and now I don't feel I ever need to.